Behind me is one of the most famous venues in all of sports. The Mercedes-Benz Superdome is home to the 82nd annual All-State Sugar Bowl. And in this year's Sugar Bowl, the Oklahoma State Cowboys have to do something they've never done before. That's beat Ole Miss. Although this game is tagged as a shootout, will it be? Better yet, how does Oklahoma State feel about that thought?
We've heard that a lot before, and we've gone out and performed well, and it's just our side of the ball. We get that. You know, it's you do this as long as I have, and you realize it's always slanted toward the offense, and that's okay. We know this is the job we have to do. I've been in a lot of games where they said it was going to be a shootout, and then it wasn't. We played well, and then the next remark is, well, their offense was just off a little. They didn't have their best day. So we hear that kind of stuff all the time.
Meet Chad Kelly, the nephew of Pro Football Hall of Famer Jim Kelly. Kelly has guided the Rebels under center all year, and quite well. In his first season out of East Mississippi Junior College, Kelly completed more than 65% of his passes for almost 4,000 yards. Compare that to OSU's duo of J.W. Walsh and Mason Rudolph, who combined for a completion rate of 63.4%, and you can see he's a little more accurate, but doesn't quite have the distance.
He makes a lot of plays for their team. He's a really dynamic playmaker. I don't think he gets enough credit for it as far as how well he moves on his feet. He's really clicking, the whole team moving real well.
More than 1/4 of Kelly's passing yards were to Laquan Treadwell, who brought in more than 1,000 yards receiving in 2015. Ole Miss went 9-3 with losses to Florida, Memphis, and Arkansas, but arguably their marquee wins of the year were on the road at Alabama and at home against LSU. Although they haven't faced a two-quarterback system yet this year, that doesn't mean it's not familiar.
Kind of reminds me of playing Georgia Tech a little bit. It takes a little bit more preparation, so it's been good for us to have more time. We've been able to formulate game plan for each of them and put in enough things that we can feel like we can adjust at whatever we need to do.
Right now, it is still unclear whether Mason Rudolph will play against Ole Miss. However, he did practice during the week. During 2015, the Cowboys' offense was roughly 25% run and 75% pass. Womack doesn't look too deep into that.
They've had so much success throwing it. 357 yards a game throwing it. Why would you run it?
The Cowboy defense has surrendered an average of almost 430 yards per game. One thing Ole Miss has noticed, though, outside of Emmanuel Ogbah, of course, is the play of OSU's corners.
They will lock up on those outside receivers, and we feel good about all our receivers. They obviously feel good about their corners because they've been doing it all year. So that, to me, is the key part of the game.
Now, although Rebels standout defensive end Robert Kimdichie is suspended for this game, the Cowboys are still going to have to be able to move the ball on the ground to set up their dangerous passing attack. From New Orleans, for the Poke Report, I'm Curtis Quillen.